What's up, everyone? And this is Next Level Thinking.
What's up, everyone? It's another episode of Next Level Thinking, where we're always here to inspire you to take it to the next level. As you all know, it's your host, Chris Holmes. I always, bring you special guests, but today I have a special guest by the name of Irvin Randle. So, I'm gonna let Irvin Randle, have the floor. Tell the audience a little bit more about yourself.
Hey, man, how you doing? It's pretty much, it's out there. It's on Facebook, it's on Instagram. I am an influencer, and they call me the old sexy grandpa. Yeah, that's hilarious. But hey, when I first heard it and saw it, I got mad about it, but it's paying some bills and I'm enjoying it. It's taking me places. It's taking me places. But the thing of it is, I am Irvin Randle. We're trying to come out of that Mr. Steal Your Grandma hashtag. I think Boss will forgive me that hashtag, but we're moving out. I'm too grown for that. So, man, just taking everything easy, enjoying life, and the things that are happening to me now is real cool. I never thought, someone my age would have this opportunity to go out and do different things and be exposed like this. It's real great. It's real great.
Awesome. So let's take it back a little bit further so I can get more deep in the roots. So what was the first thing you got into before all this blew up and things like that? I did a little bit more research, but what was your major, in case so people have a better understanding?
For my dressing, is that what you're talking about? My dressing?
No, as far as when you were going to school and college, what was your major? So people can understand your roots.
Yeah. You want to go way back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, of course, a lot of. I went to Prairie View A&M University.
Okay.
And my major is telecommunication, and I can tell you, man, going to PV, going on the hill.
Okay.
I had a bunch of cousins go there, so I've always visited the campus. I knew what it was about, but no one fully explained to me, when they dropped me off, hey, you're on your own.
Wait, they were like, what? Okay, yeah.
When I found that out, I was a freshman for 3 years until it was enough. I wouldn't go to class.
You're time to figure it out.
Sleep all day. Yeah, man, I wouldn't go to class. I'd sleep all day, walk at night. Let me tell you something. If you ever been to PV is a school. There was so much to do. And I just, you been to PV? So, but no, it's not. It's not. It was a lot to do. It kept me going. And, like I said, I made a bad decision of when I found out, I ain't got to go there because nobody's not monitoring that, but I forgot the report card was coming home.
Yep.
To my dad, and I would come home, my parents, I'll come home for Christmas and Thanksgiving, my parents, how's it? Fine. I'll be eager to go back to campus because I couldn't wait to have some more fun, So, like I said, I was there for 3 years as a freshman on probation. After probation, like I said, didn't have sense enough to know, man, that report card was coming home until I was on campus one day walking around, and some of the guys in the dorm said, hey, me and your dad is here. And I was like, what? What do you mean? I never thought of anything, Your dad is here. He's looking for you. He's waiting on you. He's looking for you. And I said, okay. So I walked back to the dorm room, and I live on the 7th floor in Fuller Hall. And I got up there, and he was sitting on the end of the bed. And I walked in. He said, pack your things. And that's not what he said, but let's go. The semester's not even over. The semester wasn't even over. He said, you wasted your time. You wasted money. Let's go. Pack your things. And man, right from that moment, it made me a different person for looking forward as looking at education. And, he just, gave me the father-son talk all the way back to Houston. You can't do this. How do you make an F in PE? Well, I wasn't going. I made an F. So, bringing me back to Houston, enrolling me over at Texas. He took me himself, enrolling me at Texas Southern University. Went got me an apartment. Took me over here to grocery supply, which here is in Houston, got me a full-time job. You're on your own, buddy. Start paying your own bills. That really changed me. You know, that really changed me. So I did finish with TSU within the 2.5 years, all year round, you know, with summer school. So I did my undergrad from TSU and mass communication from over there. So I appreciate that. But I just couldn't let PV go because my family, everybody, you know, completed their education from PV. So I couldn't just let it go, you know. And I did go back to PV, and I got my master's in administration and education there. And man, I can tell you, when I got on that campus, I went for a whole year, a year and a half, matter of fact, a year and a half, every Saturday and sometimes on Wednesdays to PV. And I can tell you, man, I used to laugh at myself, and I wasn't thinking, but I was having a good time.
Yeah, and paid for it too.
I paid for it. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had a great time on Eagle.
And I'm glad that you hit on that, because I can relate to that myself, because like my freshman year, I was a little bit of knuckleball, pretty much trying to have fun, but like when those reports and all that stuff coming in and you're on probation,
right,
it's like either you fix this or else. And it's a lot. Sometimes you gotta have that wake up call. You know, everybody has their own learning experience, learning curve, but sometimes you need something to wake you up to start taking things serious. Right. And that's what happened. But after that, you know, you were able to thrive and you accelerate through life. So everybody has their own learning experience, and I'm glad everything kicked off from there.
Oh man, yes, it was great, you know, and I can tell you, I'm kind of glad for myself that it happened like that, even though I was using my parents' money at the time. But I was, you know, actually teaching myself some things, you know. And, you know, I'm not gonna say it was a good thing come out of it, but I was teaching myself, you know, out there, and I never left home before, and you know, I'm glad he did come and get me, because ain't no telling what that would have led to, you know. I couldn't, you know, I'm just glad he did it. I'm really glad he did that for me.
Awesome. Okay, now I gotta hit on my next question is, where did your style come from? I know we're building up into it, but like, were you always like, you know, stylish and picking different things like through childhood and stuff like that? Or like,
yes.
Okay.
Yes, it did. Let me tell you, my dad was he's deceased now. My dad was a football player, so he had the shape.
Okay.
And he's very stylish. I mean, his tux, his suits, and he played football, like I said. And most of his thing had to be, you know, he got custom-made suits and things like that. And one of the things that, you know, that kicked me off there since I've been in the 5th or 6th grade, my mom would order these GQ magazines.
Oh yeah.
And oh yeah, man. And I would look through that, and hey man, like I told you, I'm in elementary school, and I would look through that, and I said, I want to dress like this. And I didn't see my dad dress, but you know, it was just to see somebody else in it, you know. And you know, and it just took a thrive from there. And like I said, when I got into 7th grade, my mom, you know, let me do my own shopping, my own picking of clothes, and I would put things together, and you know, and I always been known as throughout junior high and high school the best dressed kid, because I wanted the top line of everything and put it together. But I always kept an eye on that GQ magazine. How they doing this? How they putting that together? You know, the colors and what this is for, what's for summer, what's for winter. You know, and that inspired me so much. So I just kept it going, because you know, a lot of people didn't know my name, but I got the praise. You know, I was the best dressed thing up there, and then they know me now. Oh, you talking about the guy that dressed a lot? You know, so that was one good thing I could do for people, is get up in the morning, put some nice clothes on. You know, so that magazine really inspired me and put an impact in my life, how I wanted to dress, you know, comb my hair. It's little small things that I really learned from it, you know?
And, you know, after you mentioned it, I felt a lot better, because you know, when you said it like that, because I pay attention to smaller details, GQ and stuff like that, and like trying to pick up my, put things with this color, okay, let me go in my closet and see if I can find something to match this certain style. Like, I may not be able to go to the store at the moment and get this, but let me see if I can find something a little bit close to that. And so it's
and you know, let me tell you something, man. You know, my top thing now is fashion and education. And you know, when you're into fashion, you just can't be afraid of colors. You know, basic colors for a guy's blue, brown, gray, black. You know, that's our colors. If you step out in anything else, everybody gonna look at you like, oh, you got some courage. Yeah, you know, that's what they do. The other Crayolas in the box, so you could, you know, pick a color, you know, and make sure it looks nice and well fitted on you, what works for you.
Awesome. All right, I gotta hit this question, and this is probably what the audience is all dying to know. So, like, when you posted that picture, like, what was your first initial reaction when you noticed, like, okay, this picture is picking up a lot more traffic than I thought?
Let me tell you something. I didn't know anything about the picture. This guy, I have 5,000
You didn't know?
followers
Oh, man.
No, I didn't know on Facebook. And this one particular guy, he follows me, and he was sending me, hey man, where you getting that from? Where you doing this? Where you getting this? And I would tell him, and then I had my own little sidekick thing here. I started this little, styling some guys, just helping some guys out, styling them out. And like I said, this guy, he contacted me, and he said, hey, I'm on Instagram, blah, blah, and I like to take some of your pictures. And I said, okay, I'm on Instagram. Too bad at that time, man, I only had 200 followers. I didn't know too much about Instagram.
You're just like, okay.
I would try to post stuff on there, and I get 5 or 10 likes. I was real happy.
Oh, you felt like a celebrity then? You like, okay, 5 or 10, I'm feeling like something, all right.
Yeah, if I get 5 or 10 likes, I'm good,
Okay.
So this guy, he calls me. Well, he sends me a message through Instagram. Through Messenger on Facebook, and say, hey, I like your style. I want to choose some of your pictures and put them on Instagram. And I was like, okay, cool. It was during the summer. I was working summer school, man. So trying to pay this AT&T cable and all this other stuff around here, And so he contacted me and he said, well, he sent me a message. These are the 6 pictures I took off of your Facebook page that I want to post on Instagram. I was like, okay, cool. I looked at him. I was just so glad he did not choose. I got the pictures on it with my swimming trunks, so I didn't know, what he would do with that. You know what I'm saying? So, man, let me tell you, he took the pictures, he said, I'm going to post them, and, good luck. And I went to bed, man. I thought I'd never hear from this guy again. I never thought nothing else about it. That was a Tuesday night. Had to be at work that Wednesday morning at 7:30. And when I got to work at 7:30, and walked the kids in the computer room, they were eating breakfast and playing on the computer. And so my phone rings at 7:35. This guy calls me, and I looked at the phone. I was like, "What is he calling me for?" And the worst thing just ran through my mind,
Yeah.
And so I said, "Hello." And he said, Irvin.
I see that tone of voice.
Oh, it just sent chills through my body. And I jumped off so quick to him. I said, whatever you do with my take him down. He said, no. It's nothing like that. He said, I don't know, this is weird, man. This is weird. I never seen nothing like this. I said, what are you talking about? And he said, it hasn't even been an hour yet, and you got to remind yourself, he's on the East Coast, he's in North Carolina, and this is weird, man. It hasn't even been an hour yet, and social media has taken the 6 pictures that I put out there for you. They've taken 3 of them and put them together, and I was like, okay. And he said, but these 3 pictures, I reposted 3 pictures, and it hasn't even been an hour yet, and I got 35,000 likes. And I'm like, oh, wow. Wow. He said, yeah, man, and I'm looking at these other social media, they picking up your picture, and this thing is growing. And I said, well, man, I don't know. So while I was talking to him, my daughter, she lives in L.A., and she calls me as well. And I said, hey, this is my daughter, something must be wrong, because it's 9:30, in L.A. So I switched her. I said, hey, Jessica, everything on? So she said, yeah. She said, Dad, you on Twitter?
On Twitter?
Yeah, you on Twitter? And I said, no, Jessica, I don't have no Twitter's account. She said, no, Dad, you're on Twitter, and you're trending. I said, what the hell is that?
What the hell is Twitter?
Yeah. I said, Jessica, what do you mean? I said, look, I'm on the other line with this guy. We talking about these pictures. He said, well, she said, yeah, Dad, you're trending. I said, Jessica, stop that, man. I said, I'm certified. I said, my certification over this. You know what I'm saying? I said, Dad, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. I said, just send me a snapshot of what you're talking about. So I said, I'll call you back. So I go back to the guy. I said, hey, man, that was my daughter. She said, I'm on Twitter and I'm trending. He said, yeah, man, you're trending. You just sit back and let this ride. I said, what? Yeah, man. And let me tell you, I was sitting there. If you ever had an out-of-body experience, oh, man, let me tell you, I was sitting there and And the kids in the room, they were on the computer pulling out and said, Mr. Randle, you on the internet, you on the internet. And I saw the things that they were posting and saying. I was like, wait a minute, what is this? And my boss came up. He said, man, you know what's going on with you? And I said, no. He said, you don't look good, man. I was sweating. I had turned red. And he said, you might want to go home on this one. I said, yeah, I think I'm going to go home. And I can tell you, getting in that car, coming home, my friends calling me and telling me, hey, man, you're on the internet, you're slowing it down. They were trying to find out who you are and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, because I couldn't even log in on my phone at the school. I could only just see that the kids were showing me.
Oh,
and
man.
I could tell you, one of my friends called me and said, hey, one of these posts, what they say, do anybody know who this guy is? And I kind of gave it away. I answered to it. I said, what'd you do that for? You know?
Now they definitely going to find out.
Yeah. What'd you do that for? You know, because I didn't know what would become of this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And matter of fact, one of the contacts that the social media they gave to was Ice Cream Convo.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady called me. She said, hey, this Irvin? I was like, yes. And she said, you know you're trending. And I said, yeah, that's what I was told. And she said, you mind if I have a radio interview with you tonight? I was like, sure, yeah. And, you know, I let that be. But like I said, when I got home and I had a chance to log in and look and see, you know, what was going on. And like I told you earlier, only thing that made me mad, I saw the hashtag Mr. T. Grant. I was going to my grandma. You know, Mr. T. Hang here, you know, something like that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But and another thing, you know, Mr. Sexy Grandpa, because when my grandson was born, you know, I would take pictures of him and myself, and you know, I would always put the hashtag the coolest Mr. Cool Grandpa, you know, Sexy Grandpa. So I put something like that, and you know, and the ladies would say, "Oh, is that your son?" I said, "Oh, this is my grandson." And I said, "Wow, you're the coolest grandpa ever since." Yeah, I try to hang in there, you know.
Yeah.
But as of that day, you know, I could tell you, coming home, my friends came over and, you know, we sit around and just saw what the numbers were growing on these pictures and everything. And it was very exciting for me, and it really changed my life that day, changed my whole status of going places, doing things, you know. And with that happening, Essence called and said, hey, you want to come to Essence? Because at first I wasn't going to go to Essence because I didn't know exactly what would become of it. And hey, come to Essence, and we got you to do this and that. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I never thought too much of it because I had been shut in the house for like 2 days, right? Mm-hmm. So I said, well, I'm going to run out to the mall and pick up a couple of things, wear the Essence. So I get out to the mall, man. The moment I jumped off that elevator, it was like, he's in the Galleria.
The swarm of people like, wait a minute, I wasn't ready for this.
Yeah, he's in the Galleria. And I was like, oh my God. You know, take a picture. That's you. It's really you. And, you know, like I said, man, never knew, you know, still learning day by day with the status like this. Never knew it would change, you know, and it's for the good for me. Going to Essence, they took care of me like a baby down there, man. You know, I never thought I'd be sitting on the sofa talking to Kim Fields, Tootie, who played on Back to Life, you know, sitting there talking to her. There's some great from, you know, from Family Matters, and, you know, I'm meeting all these celebrities and everything, and they know me before I know them. You're the guy on the internet, you know, and, you know, so things like that. But I enjoyed it, man, from that moment, you know. Like I said, it changed everything, you know, for my lifestyle here. There's a lot of places I cannot go by myself, or, you know, I can't do that. Can't run to Kroger's, Walgreens. You know,
private life is out the window. You can't go anywhere.
Yeah. What are you doing in here? What are you doing in here? I'm like, well, I gotta come eat too. I gotta come get some food. Somebody should be cooking your own thing. Well, it's not like that yet.
You probably have some people be like, hold on, you pump your own gas? Like, what do you mean do I pump my own gas? I have gas.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just your average guy here in Houston, you know. I just like to dress, and I work out, and I wear things tighter, and so, that's how it is, you know. Like, man, it changed, you know. A lot of my students in the past have contacted me, and hey, this trend we always do, you would make it like this. And I never thought, you know, didn't sell my soul to the devil. I didn't buy it, didn't pay for it, didn't have nobody to do it for me. It just happened on its, on its own. And that's a good thing. It happened on its own.
Yeah. And the last little question I want to hit on, and I'm guaranteed you can pretty much go on from this, like the importance of like always putting, that good first impression and being consistent with it. Because, in life, you're going to always have challenges, and I feel like a lot of people just give up and things like that. But, you had this thing where you had a style and you were consistent with it, and you were like, okay, I always want to put my best foot forward, always, all the time, because you never know who's watching. Always. And with you always being disciplined, it paid off.
Right. And like I said, man, like I said, some guys are just afraid to step out the box just to wear different colors, I took the picture of the flower pants, now I see flower pants everywhere, they have that confidence, I have a lot of guys, email me, inbox me, hey, I like your style, you motivated me, you get me out here to try on things I never thought I would try on, doing different things, like I thought I would wear a pair of red shoes, hey, it's nothing wrong with it, make it fun too, hey, get your pair of red shoes, man, that's what it is, just don't be afraid to get out and worry about, my biggest thing is, I don't worry about what people say, that doesn't bother me. I think I let that go when I was in the 6th and 7th grade. I didn't worry about, well, that don't look right in you. That's the men don't wear their clothes. Well, yes, they do. Over in Europe, if you do your history on that, those guys' clothes are so super tight you can see the squeeze balls everywhere. So they are doing it. It's just that we're in the southern part. We're supposed to be in a social, city where it's supposed to be more conservative and stay in your lane, but I just believe, hey, man, if they got my size, I like it, I'm going to buy it. Like I say, if it's slim fit, I'm getting it, I'm getting it. And I appreciate the guys, that calls me and send me emails. I go out in public. When I'm out in public, the guys come, hey, man, you just motivate me. You just really motivate me. Where you get that from? They can call, and it's just, it's got its pros and cons, with the standard that I have. So it's real good, and I'm enjoying it. I truly, blessed. I'm truly blessed by God putting this on me. He started it, so I'm just keeping it going.
Awesome. Great story, great inspiration, and, always keeping the faith. And I'm glad to hear that you're inspiring people to stay motivated and chase their dreams, because that's what it's all about, giving back and encouraging others that, if you have that faith, even though it's like unseen, but having that faith and crazy faith at times, it's going to happen, but you just got to stay consistent. So with that said, it's a complete pleasure to have you as a guest on my show. I'm glad that you were able to bring your story on, because it's a story that's definitely being needed. To my audience, definitely share this, to subscribe to the podcast and keep this thing going, because we need to motivate everybody to take it to the next level. We need to keep that positivity going. So we're going to go ahead and exit out. It's your host, Chris Holmes, always bringing it to the next level, and my special guest, Irvin Randle, the fashion, the guy. That's always with the plan.
Cool, man. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Awesome. And peace.